Dear Heavenly Father, in the stillness of this sacred morning, before the sun kisses the earth with its golden light, I come before you with a heart laid bare, seeking the depths of your presence. The world is hushed in reverence, wrapped in the quiet of dawn, and my soul longs to be wrapped in you. You are the one who was, who is, and who forever will be, unchanging, steadfast, and sovereign over all. Father, before this day begins, before my thoughts become entangled in the affairs of life, I yield myself completely into your hands, for you are ahead of me, leading the way, guiding my steps upon paths I have not yet walked. You are the lamp unto my feet, the light upon my path, the one who knows the way I should go when I am uncertain, the one who makes a way where there seems to be none. I surrender my plans, my desires, my will, and my understanding to you, trusting that your wisdom is greater than mine, that your love goes before me, and that your purpose for my life is far beyond what I can comprehend. How marvelous are your ways, O Lord! How intricate are your thoughts toward me, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give me a future and a hope. You who shaped the heavens with your word, who set the stars in their places, who commands the seas and quiets the storms. You are the same God who watches over me. You are the one who whispers peace into my soul when the weight of the world presses heavy upon my heart. You are the one who calls me beloved, who knows me by name, who numbers the hairs upon my head. O Father, let my heart be ever tender before you. Let my spirit be pliable in your hands. Remove from me any stubbornness, any resistance, any pride that keeps me from fully surrendering to your will. Teach me to trust you not only in the moments of clarity, but also in the times of uncertainty, when the road ahead is veiled in mystery. May I not lean on my own understanding, but instead rest in the truth that you have already gone before me. You are my shepherd, and I shall not want. You lead me beside still waters. You restore my soul, and even when I walk through valleys shadowed by uncertainty, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Lord, I thank you for your mercy that is new every morning. Your grace, so boundless and unfailing, surrounds me even when I am undeserving. How many times have I strayed? How many times have I allowed doubt to cloud my faith? And yet, you never turn away. You are the God of second chances, the God who redeems, the God who takes what is broken and makes it whole again. This morning, O Lord, I lay before you the burdens I carry. You have said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." So I come, weary yet hopeful, empty yet expectant, longing to drink deeply from the wellspring of your presence. Wash over me, Father, cleanse me from every sin, every iniquity, every trace of self-reliance. I confess that I have tried to control what was never mine to control. I have worried about things you have already taken care of. I have held on to fears when you have called me to faith. Forgive me, Lord. Strip away every anxiety, every fear, every doubt that hinders me from walking in the fullness of your calling. Father, you see the road ahead, the challenges that await, the unseen battles that I do not even know are forming. But you are my shield. You are my refuge. You go before me, clearing obstacles, making a way through the wilderness, parting the seas that seem impossible to cross. I do not need to know every detail, for I know you. I do not need to see the entire path, for I trust the one who holds it in his hands. I do not need to have all the answers, for you are the answer to every question my soul could ever ask. Lord, fill me with unwavering hope, with a faith so strong that no storm can shake it. Let my eyes remain fixed on you, the author and finisher of my faith. Let my steps be steady, my heart resolute, my spirit unshaken by the winds of adversity. Let me walk in the confidence of your promises, knowing that you are faithful, that you are true, that you will never leave me nor forsake me. Father, let love be the banner over my life today. Let it be the mark of my words, the essence of my actions, the foundation of my thoughts. Teach me to love as you love, without condition, without hesitation, without limit. Let my heart be so intertwined with yours that I reflect your kindness to all whom I encounter. Let me be an instrument of your peace, a vessel of your grace, a beacon of your light in a world longing for hope. Lord, I lift up my family, my loved ones, those whom you have placed in my life. Cover them in your mercy. Protect them, guide them, bless them beyond measure. Draw their hearts ever closer to you. Heal the brokenhearted, restore the weary, strengthen the weak. Pour out your Spirit upon us, that we may walk in unity, in love, in the fullness of your purpose. O Father, this day is yours. My life is yours. My every breath is a gift from you, and I do not want to waste a single moment outside of your will. Let my life be an offering, a song of praise unto you. May my words bring encouragement, my actions bring glory to your name. My thoughts be aligned with your truth. Let me live with eternity in mind, with the awareness that each moment is an opportunity to love, to serve, to reflect your goodness. You are ahead of me. O Lord, you are already in this day, already orchestrating divine appointments, already opening doors that no man can shut, already preparing blessings beyond what I can imagine. I walk forward not in fear, but in faith, not in doubt, but in trust, not in my own strength, but in the power of your Spirit. And so I yield, I surrender, I trust. Lead me, Father, take my hand and lead me, for you are the way, the truth, and the life. I need not fear what lies ahead, for you are already there. Lord, as I step into the unfolding moments of this day, let my heart beat in rhythm with yours. Let my spirit remain attuned to your whispers, those gentle nudges that call me deeper into your presence. For I know that you do not merely walk beside me, you go before me, preparing the way, ordering my steps according to your perfect wisdom. You are the God of divine alignment, the God who turns what seems like detours into destiny, the God who writes stories so intricate and beautiful that my finite mind cannot fully comprehend. Oh, how I long to walk in step with you, Father, not rushing ahead in impatience, not lagging behind in hesitation, but moving in harmony with the pace of your will. Teach me to trust the timing of your plans, to rest in the certainty that you make all things beautiful in their season. Let me not be anxious about the unknown, for you hold time itself in your hands. The rising and setting of the sun are under your command. The changing tides obey your voice. And so, too, shall my heart learn to yield completely to your divine orchestration. Father, in the quiet of this morning, as the world slowly stirs from slumber, I lift my hands in surrender. I let go of yesterday, the mistakes I made, the words I should not have spoken, the opportunities one let slip away. Your mercy is new today, a fresh covering of grace washing over me, restoring, renewing, and setting my feet on solid ground. And I let go of tomorrow, of the fears that try to creep in, the uncertainties that whisper doubt. For tomorrow is yours, not mine to control, not mine to carry. My calling is to be present in this moment, to abide in you right now, to rest in the sufficiency of your grace today. O Lord, how vast is your love! It is deeper than the ocean, higher than the heavens, stronger than the mightiest storm. Your love is the anchor that steadies me when the waves rise, when the winds howl, when the world feels uncertain. It is the refuge I run to, the shelter where I am safe. There is nothing that can separate me from your love, no failure, no weakness, no hardship, no trial. Your love is steadfast, unwavering, constant even when I falter. It does not wane with my emotions, does not diminish with my shortcomings. It remains, unshaken, an eternal embrace that holds me close. Father, let me live today in the confidence of being fully known and fully loved by you. Let me walk with my head lifted high, not in arrogance, but in the quiet assurance that I am yours, that I do not walk this path alone, that your presence goes before me, beside me, behind me, surrounding me in every moment. When the enemy whispers lies of unworthiness, let my soul be quick to silence him with the truth. I am chosen. I am redeemed. I am beloved. I am held in the hands of the Almighty, and nothing can pluck me from your grasp. Lord, I pray for divine wisdom today. Give me discernment to see beyond the surface, to recognize your voice amidst the noise, to choose what is right over what is merely convenient. Let me not be swayed by fleeting emotions or pressured by the expectations of others, but let my heart be firmly rooted in your truth. Your wisdom is higher than mine. Your ways are beyond my understanding, so I lean not on my own insight, but on your eternal perspective. Guide my words, that they may build and not tear down. Guide my actions, that they may reflect your love. Guide my thoughts, that they may be fixed on things above, not consumed by the temporary cares of this world. And Father, as I seek your will, let me remember that obedience is greater than understanding, that I may not always see the full picture, but I can trust the one who does, that when you call me to step out in faith, I do not need to know the outcome before I obey. I only need to know that you are the one leading, for you never fail, never mislead, never abandon. Every step taken in faith is a step taken in the safety of your promises. And so I will step forward, not by sight but by faith, knowing that where you lead is where I am meant to be. Lord, I pray for a heart that remains tender before you, a heart that is quick to forgive, slow to anger, eager to extend grace as freely as I have received it. Let no bitterness take root, no resentment fester, no pride harden my spirit. For how can I hold on to unforgiveness when I stand forgiven by you? How can I withhold grace when grace has covered me? Teach me to love as you love, not in word only, but in action, in truth, in sacrifice. Let me love without expecting anything in return, without measuring whether it is deserved, without hesitation. Father, I pray for divine protection today. Cover me under the shadow of your wings. Shield me from harm, from deception, from the snares of the enemy. Guard my mind, that it may dwell on what is pure, noble, and worthy of praise. Guard my heart, that it may remain undistracted by the fleeting things of this world. Guard my steps, that I may walk in integrity, in righteousness, in the fullness of your purpose. Lord, as I enter into this day, let it not be wasted. Let no moment slip away without purpose. Let every encounter be an opportunity to reflect your love. Let every challenge be an occasion for growth. Let every hardship be a testimony in the making. Nothing in this day is meaningless, for you are in all things, working all things together for good. Even in the moments I do not understand, even in the struggles I wish would pass, you are present, moving, shaping, refining. Let my response not be one of complaint, but of trust, not of fear, but of faith. Father, I am but clay in your hands. Mold me, shape me, refine me as you will. Strip away all that is not of you, that I may be a vessel fit for your use. Let my life be an altar, my every breath an offering of worship unto you. I want nothing apart from you, no success, no recognition, no earthly gain that does not align with your perfect will. For what is this world compared to eternity with you? What are its fleeting treasures compared to the surpassing joy of knowing you? And so, Lord, I fix my eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, not on what is temporary, but on what is eternal. Let my heart beat for the things of heaven. Let my hands labor for what will last. Let my words echo through eternity, for I am not my own. I have been bought with a price, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb, set apart for your glory. Let me live today in a manner worthy of that calling. Lord, as the dawn unfolds its gentle hues upon the horizon, I am reminded that your mercies are renewed with every sunrise. The heavens declare your glory. The earth sings of your majesty, and my soul cannot help but join in this sacred symphony of praise. For you alone are worthy. O God, you alone are the one who sustains all things, who holds all creation in the palm of your hand, who breathes life into existence and calls forth light out of darkness. And so, Father, I come to you, not merely to ask, but to adore, to lift up my heart in wonder at who you are, to gaze upon your holiness, to rest in the beauty of your presence. For in your presence, there is fullness of joy. In your presence, burdens are lifted, fears are silenced, and peace surpasses all understanding. I do not want to simply go through the motions of faith. I want to abide in you, to dwell in the secret place where my soul finds true rest. Teach me, Lord, to linger here, not rushing past these moments of communion, not treating prayer as a mere duty, but as the sacred privilege that it is, a conversation with the King of Kings, a divine embrace from my heavenly Father. O Lord, my soul thirsts for you, like the deer pants for streams of water. So my heart longs to be saturated in your presence. The world offers many distractions, many counterfeit comforts, but none can satisfy as you do. You are the living water that quenches every thirst, the bread of life that fills every hunger. I have tasted and seen that you are good, and I want nothing apart from you. Yet, how often, Lord, do I let the cares of this world steal my gaze? How often do I allow worry to take root, to let fear overshadow faith, to let doubt creep in where trust should dwell? Forgive me, Father. Forgive me for every time I have allowed my circumstances to dictate my perspective instead of fixing my eyes upon you. You have proven yourself faithful time and time again, and still, my heart wavers. But today, I choose trust. Today, I choose faith. Today, I choose to believe that you are working all things for my good, even when I cannot see it, even when I do not understand. For you are not a God of confusion, but of order. You do not lead your children into chaos, but into peace. And so, I will rest in the truth that you are ahead of me, that you have already prepared the way, that nothing takes you by surprise. The challenges of this day are known to you. The struggles I have yet to face are already within your sovereign control. What shall I fear? Then, if God is for me, who can stand against me? If you are my defender, what weapon formed against me can prosper? If you are my provider, what need will go unmet? Oh, how often, Lord, do we live as though we are orphans, as though we must fend for ourselves, forgetting that we have a Father who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, who commands the wind and the waves, who numbers the stars and knows each one by name. You are not distant. You are not indifferent. You are near, intimately involved in the details of our lives, lovingly orchestrating every moment for our good and for your glory. Father, let me walk in that assurance today. Let me carry myself not with arrogance, but with holy confidence, knowing that I am a child of the Most High God, not because of anything I have done, not because I am worthy, but because you have called me by grace, because you have clothed me in righteousness, because you have adopted me into your family. Let that truth shape my identity. Let it inform how I speak, how I think, how I live. Let me not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of my mind, that I may discern what is good and pleasing in your sight. Lord, refine me, sanctify me, purge from me anything that does not align with your heart. If there are desires within me that are not from you, strip them away. If there are ambitions that do not serve your purpose, redirect them. If there is pride lurking in my heart, humble me. I do not want to chase after things that will fade, to waste my life pursuing what does not matter in eternity. Let my life be a testimony of your grace, a reflection of your love, a vessel through which your glory is revealed. And Father, as I seek you, do not let me seek only for myself. Let my prayers extend beyond my own needs, beyond my own desires. I lift up those around me, the hurting, the lost, the weary. You see them, Lord. You know their burdens, their silent cries, their hidden struggles. Be their refuge, their healer, their strength. Let your presence be near to those who feel alone. Let your light break through the darkness that surrounds them. Use me, Lord, as an instrument of your love, as a conduit of your grace. Let me not turn a blind eye to the needs of others, but open my heart to serve, to give, to love as you have loved me. For this life is not my own. O God, I have been bought with a price. My time is yours. My gifts are yours. My very breath is a gift from you. Let me not waste a single moment. Let me not live half-heartedly, but with passion, with purpose, with unwavering devotion. Let me run this race with endurance, fixing my eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of my faith. And when trials come, when storms rise, let my heart remain steadfast. Let me not be shaken by the winds of adversity, but let me stand firm upon the rock that is Christ. Let my faith not waver when prayers are unanswered, when doors remain closed, when seasons of waiting stretch longer than I had hoped. Let me trust that your delays are not denials, that your silence is not absence, that your plans are always greater than mine. Lord, let today be a day of divine encounters, a day where I am sensitive to your leading, where I recognize the opportunities you place before me to be a light, to be a vessel, to be a testimony of your goodness. Let my words bring life. Let my actions reflect your character. Let my presence bring peace to those around me. O Father, let this be a day of breakthrough, a day where strongholds are broken, where chains of fear and anxiety are shattered, where joy overflows, where faith rises, a day where I walk boldly in the calling you have placed upon my life, knowing that I do not walk alone, knowing that the God of angel armies goes before me. And so, I step forward into this day with confidence, not in myself, but in you, not in my own strength, but in the power of your Spirit, not in my own wisdom, but in the unshakable truth of your word. Lord, as I take each breath, I am reminded that even the air in my lungs is a gift from you. The rhythm of my heartbeat is sustained by your hand. Every moment I have is an opportunity to worship, to serve, to love, to walk in the fullness of the purpose for which you created me. Let me not take this day for granted, for it is not promised. It is a divine appointment, a sacred space and time that you have ordained for your glory. Let me be mindful of how I spend these hours. Let me not waste them on worry or trivial pursuits, but let me invest them in what is eternal. Father, you have called me to be a light in the world, a city set upon a hill that cannot be hidden. But how often do I allow fear to dim that light? How often do I shrink back when you call me to stand firm? Lord, I ask that you ignite a boldness within me, a courage that does not waver, a faith that does not falter. Let me not be ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God unto salvation. Let me proclaim your truth with love, with wisdom, with grace, that those who hear may see your goodness and be drawn unto you. And Lord, let my light shine not only in words but in actions. Let my life be a testimony of who you are. In how I love, let people see your love. In how I forgive, let them see your mercy. In how I serve, let them see your humility. Let me not merely speak of you, but let me live in such a way that others cannot help but notice your presence in me. For the world does not need more empty words. It needs living testimonies, reflections of your grace, vessels of your spirit. Make me such a vessel, Lord. Father, I pray for wisdom today, not the wisdom of the world, which is fleeting and flawed, but the wisdom that comes from above, a wisdom that discerns rightly, that chooses integrity over compromise, that sees beyond the surface and into the heart of matters, a wisdom that navigates the complexities of life with patience and understanding, that speaks truth with gentleness, that knows when to be silent and when to speak. For too often, Lord, I rely on my own understanding, making decisions based on what seems right in the moment, without seeking your counsel. But you see the end from the beginning. You know what I cannot know. Teach me to pause, to seek you first, to wait upon your direction before I move. And Lord, as I seek your wisdom, let me also seek humility. For knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. Let me not be wise in my own eyes, but always teachable, always open to correction, always aware of my dependence on you. Strip away any pride that would make me deaf to your voice, any self-sufficiency that would cause me to rely on my own strength instead of yours. For it is not by might, nor by power, but by your Spirit that I will accomplish anything of true worth. Father, as I step into the assignments you have placed before me today, let me do all things as unto you, whether in great tasks or small. Let me work with excellence, not for the approval of men, but for the glory of your name. Let me be diligent, faithful, and trustworthy in all that is entrusted to me. Let me not grow weary in doing good, but let me persevere, knowing that in due time I will reap if I do not give up. And Lord, when opposition arises, when challenges come, when discouragement tries to creep in, let me stand firm in the truth of who you are. Let me not be moved by circumstances, but anchored in your promises. For you have not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Let me walk in that power, that love, that soundness of mind today. Father, I pray for my relationships, that they may be reflections of your love and truth. Let me be a source of encouragement to those around me. Let my words bring life, not destruction. Let my presence bring peace, not division. Let me be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Let me extend grace as freely as I have received it. Where there is tension, let there be reconciliation. Where there is hurt, let there be healing. Where there is distance, let there be restoration. Lord, I also lift up those who are struggling today, those who are weary, those who are burdened, those who feel lost and alone. Be near to them. Father, let them feel your presence in a tangible way. Send people into their lives to remind them that they are not forgotten. Use me, if it be your will, to be an instrument of that comfort. Let me not be so consumed with my own concerns that I fail to see the needs of others. Father, I pray for those who have yet to know you, those who are searching for truth, for meaning, for something to fill the emptiness within them. Draw them unto yourself. Remove the veils from their eyes. Soften their hearts to receive your love. Let their encounters with believers be encounters with your Spirit. Use me, Lord, to be a light in their lives, not by force, not by argument, but by the undeniable evidence of your love at work in me. And Lord, I pray for the church, your body across the earth. Strengthen your people. Unite us in love and in truth. Let us be known not for division, but for the way we love one another. Let us not compromise your word, but let us speak it with grace. Let us not hide in fear, but stand boldly in faith. Let us be a beacon in the darkness, a refuge for the broken, a testimony of your power and presence in the world. Father, as I continue through this day, let me remain aware of your presence. Let me not compartmentalize my faith, but let it infuse every part of my life. Let me be as conscious of you in the quiet moments as I am in the times of worship. Let me seek you not just in crisis, but in every moment, knowing that you are just as present in the ordinary as you are in the miraculous. O Lord, how great you are! How unfathomable is your love! How unsearchable are your ways! There is none like you, none who compares, none who rivals, none who stands beside you. You alone are God. You alone are worthy. You alone deserve all glory, all honor, all praise. Let my life be a continual offering of worship unto you. And so, Lord, I walk forward into this day with confidence, not in myself, but in you, not in my own abilities, but in your power, not in my own plans, but in your divine purpose. My life is yours. My heart is yours. My every breath is yours. Lord, in the unfolding stillness of this day, I press deeper into your presence. Let my soul linger here, drinking deeply from the wellspring of your love. There is no rush, no need to hurry away, for where else would I rather be than with you? The world may clamor for my attention. Its demands may rise like waves, seeking to pull me into distraction. But here in your presence, I am anchored. Here, I am secure. Here, I am reminded of what truly matters. Oh, Father, let my heart be set upon you, steadfast and immovable. Let me not be swayed by the shifting tides of circumstance, nor by the fleeting opinions of man. Instead, let me stand upon the firm foundation of your word, rooted in the unshakable truth of who you are. For you are the same yesterday, today, and forever. You are my rock, my refuge, my strong tower. When the winds howl and the storms rage, I will not be moved, for I am held by the one who commands the seas. Lord, let my spirit remain teachable today. Let me never grow complacent in my walk with you. No matter how much I learn, no matter how far I grow, there is always more of you to discover. Your wisdom is endless, your love boundless, your grace inexhaustible. Keep my heart humble, ever yearning for more of you, ever hungry for a deeper revelation of your truth. Let me be a student of your ways, one who delights in your law, who meditates upon it day and night, who finds joy in obedience. Father, you have placed a calling upon my life, a purpose that is uniquely mine, a role in the grand tapestry of your kingdom. Let me not take it lightly. Let me not bury my talents in fear, nor hide my light in hesitation. Instead, let me walk boldly in the assignment you have given me. Let me be diligent, faithful, unwavering in my pursuit of your will. And when doubt whispers, when insecurity rises, let me remember that you do not call the qualified, you qualify the called. It is not my strength that accomplishes the work, but yours through me. And Lord, when I grow weary, when the weight of responsibility feels heavy, remind me that I do not carry it alone. You are my helper, my sustainer, the one who upholds me with your righteous right hand. I need not strive in my own strength, for your grace is sufficient. I need not fear failure, for you are the God who redeems and restores. Even in my weakness, you are strong. Even in my shortcomings, your power is made perfect. So I will press on, not by might, nor by power, but by your Spirit. O Father, let today be a day of divine encounters, a day where I see your hand at work in ways both great and small. Let my eyes be open to the opportunities you place before me, the chance to offer a word of encouragement, to extend a hand of kindness, to be a reflection of your love to someone in need. Let me not be so consumed with my own plans that I miss the divine appointments you have set in motion. Let my heart be sensitive to your leading, my spirit attuned to your voice. And Lord, when difficulties arise, let me not see them as obstacles, but as opportunities. For you waste nothing. Every challenge is a chance to grow, every trial a chance to trust. every hardship a chance to see your faithfulness on display. Let me not complain, but give thanks. Let me not shrink back, but press forward. Let me not question your goodness, but declare it even in the midst of uncertainty. For you are working all things for good, even in what I cannot see, even in what I do not understand. You are sovereign. Father, I pray for those who are hurting today, for the ones who feel unseen, unworthy, unloved. Be near to them. Let them feel the warmth of your embrace, the comfort of your presence, the assurance that they are never alone. You are the God who leaves the 99 to find the one. You are the God who binds up the brokenhearted, who heals the wounded soul, who turns mourning into dancing. Let those who are weary find rest in you. Let those who are lost find their way home. And Lord, let me be an instrument of that love. Let my words bring healing, not harm. Let my actions reflect compassion, not indifference. Let me be slow to judge, quick to forgive, eager to extend grace. For I, too, have been a recipient of such grace, grace that I did not deserve, mercy that I could not earn, love that I could never repay. How, then, could I withhold it from another? Let me be a vessel through which your love flows freely. Father, I pray for my home, that it may be a dwelling place of peace, a sanctuary where your presence is felt. Let it be a place where love abounds, where kindness prevails, where forgiveness is given freely. Let my family be united in faith, bound together by the cords of your love. Protect us, guide us, keep us under the shadow of your wings. And Lord, I pray for my community, my nation, my world. There is so much brokenness, so much division, so much darkness, but you are still at work. You are still bringing beauty from ashes, still making rivers in the desert, still calling hearts unto yourself. Let revival sweep through the land. Let the lost be found, the blind see, the deaf hear. Let your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. O Lord, how great you are, how mighty, how merciful, how full of love. My words are not enough to capture your majesty, my praise not sufficient to express your worth. And yet, I will praise you still, with every breath, with every moment, with all that I am. I will worship you. And so, Lord, I step forward into this day with joy, not because the path is easy, not because I have all the answers, but because I have you, and you are enough. You are my portion, my inheritance, my exceedingly great reward. No matter what this day holds, no matter what lies ahead, I will trust in you. Lord, as I walk into the hours of this day, let my heart remain steadfast, unwavering in its devotion to you. Let my spirit be alert, ever listening for the gentle whisper of your voice guiding me. The world around me moves quickly, rushing from one task to the next, but I do not want to be caught up in its relentless pace and miss the sacred stillness of your presence. Teach me, Father, to move at the rhythm of grace, to work diligently but not anxiously, to strive for excellence but not perfectionism, to give my best while resting in the assurance that you are in control. Father, I do not know what this day will hold, but you do. You have already seen every conversation I will have, every decision I will make, every challenge I will face. You know the unexpected interruptions that will come, the trials that will arise, and the moments of joy that await. Nothing catches you by surprise. And because you have already gone before me, I choose to walk in peace. I will not fear the unknown, for I am known by you. I will not be troubled by uncertainty, for you are my certainty. I will not be shaken by what I cannot control, for you hold all things in your hands. Lord, help me to be present in each moment today. Let me not be so focused on what is ahead that I miss the beauty of now. Let me not be so distracted by what is next that I fail to see your hand in what is happening before me. Every breath I take is a gift. Every person I encounter is an opportunity to love. Every situation is an invitation to trust you more. Let me not waste a single moment. Father, I ask for divine strength today, not just physical strength to carry out my responsibilities, but strength of heart to remain faithful, strength of mind to reject fear and doubt, strength of spirit to endure whatever may come. I do not ask for an easy day, but for the endurance to walk through whatever this day holds with unwavering faith. I do not ask for a life free from trials, but for the grace to walk through them with courage, knowing that you are refining me, shaping me, making me more like Christ. And Lord, when weariness threatens to overtake me, be my rest. When discouragement tries to settle in, be my hope. When anxiety rises, be my peace. Let my soul find its refuge in you, the unshakable rock of my salvation. The world will offer distractions, temporary comforts, fleeting escapes, but none can satisfy as you do. You alone are the source of life, the fountain of joy, the wellspring of all that is good. Let me drink deeply of your presence today. Father, I surrender my thoughts to you. Let my mind be filled with what is true, noble, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, and praiseworthy. Let me reject the lies of the enemy, the doubts that whisper failure, the fears that seek to paralyze me. I take every thought captive to the obedience of Christ, declaring that I am who you say I am, loved, chosen, redeemed, victorious. Let no negative thought take root in my mind, no bitterness settle in my heart, no worry consume my peace. Let me dwell on your promises, for your word is life. And Lord, let my words today be pleasing to you. Let me speak with kindness, with wisdom, with grace. Let my words build up and not tear down, encourage and not discourage, heal and not harm. Let me be slow to anger, quick to listen, and eager to extend grace. Let me choose words that bring life, that reflect your love, that bear witness to your truth. Father, I pray for clarity today. If there are decisions I must make, let me seek your wisdom above all else. Let me not be led by emotions, by fear, by pressure from the world, but by the still, small voice of your Spirit. Where there is confusion, bring understanding. Where there is doubt, bring assurance. Where there is uncertainty, bring clarity. Let me not move ahead of you, nor lag behind, but walk in step with your perfect timing. And Lord, when I do not understand, let me trust. When the answers do not come as quickly as I hope, let me rest in the waiting. Your ways are higher than mine, your thoughts beyond my own. I do not need to see the whole picture to know that you are good. I do not need to understand every detail to believe that you are faithful. I choose to trust in your wisdom, your timing, your perfect will. Father, I lift up my hands in surrender. Every plan, every dream, every desire, I place it at your feet. Let nothing in my heart take precedence over you. Let nothing become an idol. Nothing steal my affection from you. If there are things I am holding onto too tightly, help me to release them. If there are burdens I was never meant to carry, teach me to lay them down. Let me live with open hands, willing to receive what you give and release what you take away. Lord, I long to walk in step with you, to be sensitive to the leading of your Spirit. I do not want to move in my own wisdom, to make decisions based on my own understanding. I want to follow where you lead, even when it requires faith, even when it demands sacrifice, even when the path is uncertain. For I know that your ways are good, your plans are perfect, and your love never fails. And so, Father, I walk into this day with confidence, not because I have all the answers, but because I know the one who does. Not because I am strong, but because your strength is made perfect in my weakness. Not because the road is easy, but because I do not walk it alone. You are ahead of me, making a way where there seems to be none. You are beside me, walking with me through every joy and trial. You are behind me, covering me with grace, redeeming even my past mistakes. You surround me, hedge me in, protect me with a love that will never let me go. O Lord, how faithful you are, how good, how merciful, how kind. Even on my worst days, you are still worthy of praise. Even in my struggles, you remain the same. Even when I do not see the full picture, I can trust the heart of the one who holds it all. And so, I step forward, with faith in my heart and praise on my lips. For you are my God, my shepherd, my provider, my healer, my redeemer, my strength, my peace, my everything. No matter what this day holds, I will not be afraid. I will not be discouraged. I will not be moved, because you are with me. You are ahead of me. You are leading the way. Lord, as I breathe in the morning air, I am reminded that each breath is a gift from you. Each sunrise is a reminder of your faithfulness. Each moment a testimony of your sustaining grace. You are the keeper of my soul, the one who watches over me through the night and awakens me with new mercies. And so, with a heart full of gratitude, I surrender this day to you. I place my plans, my desires, my concerns, and my uncertainties in your hands, knowing that you are more than capable of carrying them. Father, let this day be marked by your presence. Let me walk in step with you, neither running ahead in impatience nor lagging behind in hesitation. Let my spirit be sensitive to the movement of your hand, to the whisper of your voice, to the leading of your spirit. Guide me, Lord, not just in the major decisions, but in the smallest details of my day. Let my thoughts be aligned with your truth, my actions reflect your love, and my words be seasoned with grace. O Lord, how often do I attempt to navigate life in my own strength? How often do I make choices based on what seems right in the moment rather than seeking your wisdom? Forgive me, Father, for every time I have leaned on my own understanding instead of trusting in you. Forgive me for every moment I have allowed worry to dictate my decisions instead of faith. I do not want to live according to my limited vision, but by the certainty of your promises. Your ways are higher, your plans are greater, and your purpose for me is far beyond what I could ever imagine. Teach me, Lord, to rest in that truth. Father, let this be a day of divine encounters. Open my eyes to see where you are at work, to recognize the moments you have ordained, to embrace the opportunities you place before me, whether in a simple conversation, an unexpected situation, or a quiet moment of reflection. Let me be aware of your presence in all things. Let me not be so consumed by my own concerns that I miss the chance to be a blessing to someone else. Use me, Lord, as a vessel of your love, a conduit of your peace, an ambassador of your grace. And Lord, when difficulties arise, when challenges come knocking at my door, remind me that I am not alone. You are my refuge, my stronghold, my ever-present help in trouble. Let me not react in fear, but respond in faith. Let me not be shaken by the storms, but stand firm on the foundation of your truth. For you are greater than any trial I may face, stronger than any burden I may carry, and more faithful than my heart can comprehend. Father, I lift up those around me, my family, my friends, my co-workers, my neighbors. Each one carries unseen burdens, unspoken struggles, silent battles. You see them all. Lord, you know their pain, their fears, their needs. Be near to them today. Bring comfort to the weary, strength to the weak, hope to the discouraged. And if there is any way you can use me to be an answer to someone's prayer, let me not hesitate to obey. Let me be a reflection of your kindness, a source of encouragement, a reminder of your unfailing love. O Lord, I pray for wisdom today, the wisdom to know when to speak and when to be silent, when to act and when to wait, when to hold on and when to let go. Give me discernment in my decisions, clarity in my thoughts, and peace in my heart. Let my choices align with your will, my actions be guided by integrity, and my words be filled with truth. Let me not be led by fleeting emotions or external pressures, but by the quiet assurance that comes from walking in step with you. And Lord, let this be a day filled with joy, not the fleeting happiness that depends on circumstances, but the deep, abiding joy that comes from knowing you. Let me find joy in the simple things, in the beauty of creation, in the laughter of a friend, in the quiet moments of reflection. Let me carry joy within me, so that even in the face of difficulties, I can rejoice, knowing that you are in control. Let me be a person of joy, someone who brings light into the lives of others, who chooses gratitude over complaint, faith over fear, and worship over worry. Father, I surrender my time to you. Let me not waste this day on things that do not matter, but invest it in what is eternal. Let me be intentional with my time, my energy, my resources. Let me use my talents to bring glory to your name. Let me be diligent in my work, faithful in my commitments, and excellent in all that I do, not for my own recognition, but for your glory. And Lord, as I walk through this day, let my heart remain in a posture of worship. Let my life itself be an offering unto you, a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing in your sight. Let me not reserve my worship for the moments of song and prayer, but let it permeate every aspect of my life. Let me worship you in how I love, in how I serve, in how I persevere, in how I extend grace. O Father, you are worthy of all praise. You are holy, righteous, just, and true. You are my Savior, my Redeemer, my Shepherd, my friend. There is none like you, none so faithful, none so kind, none so patient, none so loving. You have walked with me through every season of life, through every valley and mountaintop, through every joy and sorrow, and you will continue to walk with me. For you are the God who never leaves, the one who never forsakes. And so, I step forward into this day with confidence, not because I have all the answers, but because I trust the one who does. Not because the path is clear, but because I know the one who leads me. Not because life is without difficulty, but because I serve a God who overcomes all things. Lord, let this be a day of breakthrough, a day of renewed faith, a day of answered prayers, a day of unexpected blessings, a day where I see your hand at work in ways I did not anticipate, a day where I walk in boldness, in peace, in the fullness of your calling. And when the sun sets and this day comes to a close, let me look back with gratitude, knowing that I have walked it with you, that I have lived it well, that I have honored you with my thoughts, my words, my actions. And let me rest in the assurance that just as you have carried me through this day, you will carry me into the next. Lord, as I continue through this day, let my soul remain anchored in you. Let nothing pull me away from the awareness of your presence. For you are not a distant God, but one who walks with me in every moment. You are in the quiet spaces, in the busyness, in the conversations, in the stillness. There is nowhere I can go where you are not already there. For you go before me, beside me, and behind me. You hem me in with your love, securing me in the safety of your embrace. Father, let my heart be tender before you, open to the refining fire of your Spirit. If there is anything within me that is not of you, remove it. If there are attitudes that hinder my growth, reshape them. If there are desires that pull me away from your will, realign my heart. I do not want to merely go through the motions of faith. I want to be transformed, renewed, made more into the image of Christ each day. Let my life be a living testimony of the power of your grace, a reflection of your love, a witness to your faithfulness. Lord, give me endurance for this journey. The road is not always easy, And there are times when my strength feels depleted, my hope dim, my faith tested. But you, O Lord, are my strength. You uphold me when I stumble, renew me when I grow weary, and empower me when I feel weak. Your grace is sufficient, and your power is made perfect in my weakness. So I will not rely on my own ability, but on yours. I will not trust in my own understanding, but in your divine wisdom. I will not lean on my own plans, but surrender fully to your perfect will. And Father, as I walk through this day, let love be my banner. Let me love with a love that is patient, that is kind, that does not envy, that does not boast, that is not proud. A love that does not dishonor others, that is not self-seeking, that is not easily angered, that keeps no record of wrongs. A love that rejoices in truth, that always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. A love that reflects your heart, that mirrors the love you have so freely given to me. Let me love the difficult people, the ones who test my patience, the ones who do not return kindness with kindness. Let me love without expectation, without condition, without limit. Let me forgive quickly, holding no grudges, harboring no bitterness. Let me see others through your eyes, recognizing that every soul I encounter is someone you created, someone you love, someone you long to redeem. Let me be a vessel of that redeeming love today. Lord, I pray for divine opportunities today. Open doors that no man can shut. Place me in the right conversations, in the right situations, at the right time. Let me not rely on chance, but on the orchestration of your sovereign hand. Guide my steps so that I may walk in alignment with your purpose, using every opportunity to bring you glory. Let me not miss the moments you have prepared, whether they be moments of serving, of speaking truth, of offering encouragement, of simply being present for someone in need. And Lord, when the enemy tries to bring distraction, when he attempts to sow seeds of doubt, fear, or discouragement, let me be quick to recognize his schemes. Let me put on the full armor of God, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is your word. Let me stand firm, unwavering, unshaken, knowing that greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. The enemy has no power over me, for I am covered by the blood of Jesus, sealed by the Holy Spirit, and protected by the Almighty. Father, I pray for provision, not just for myself, but for all those who are in need today. For the hungry, provide food. For the homeless, provide shelter. For the lonely, provide companionship. For the broken, provide healing. For the weary, provide rest. You are Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides, and nothing is too difficult for you. Your resources are unlimited, your storehouses never empty. Pour out your provision today in ways that only you can, meeting needs in supernatural ways, reminding your children that you see them, that you care, that you are faithful. And Lord, when I see a need that I can meet, let me not turn away. Let me not pray for provision while withholding what I have been given to share. Let me be generous, open-handed, willing to be an answer to someone else's prayer. Let me not live with a mindset of scarcity, but of abundance, knowing that when I give, I do not lose, but gain. That when I bless others, I am blessed. That when I pour out, you pour in. Father, I pray for peace today. In a world filled with chaos, division, and uncertainty, let my heart remain at peace in you. Let me not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, present my requests to you, and let the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, guard my heart and mind in Christ Jesus. Let me be a carrier of peace, bringing calm where there is strife, comfort where there is fear, assurance where there is doubt, Lord, I pray for revival. Let your Spirit move in power today. Let dry bones come to life. Let hardened hearts be softened. Let captives be set free. Let chains be broken, strongholds torn down, lives transformed. Let there be an awakening in the hearts of your people, a stirring of passion, a hunger for righteousness, a thirst for more of you. Let your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. O Lord, how I long to see your glory revealed in greater measure, to see lives changed, souls saved, miracles unfold, testimonies rise, to see your name exalted above every other name, your goodness proclaimed, your love magnified. Let me not be content with the ordinary when you have called me to the extraordinary. Let me not settle for a faith that is comfortable, but for one that is bold, alive, unstoppable. Father, I pray for endurance, that I may run this race with perseverance, fixing my eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of my faith, that I may press on toward the prize, not looking back, not growing weary, but moving forward in the strength you provide, that I may finish well, fulfilling the purpose for which I was created, leaving a legacy of faith, impacting lives for eternity. And so, Lord, I embrace this day with expectation, not because I know what it holds, but because I know who holds it, not because I have control, but because I trust the one who does, not because the road is smooth, but because the one who leads me is faithful. You are my God, my refuge, my strength, my guide, my provider, my healer, my hope, my joy, my everything. And so, I walk forward in faith, in peace, in boldness, in love, because you are ahead of me, preparing the way, because you are beside me, walking with me, because you are within me, empowering me. Lord, as I take each step through this day, let my soul remain steadfast in you. Let every breath be a reminder that I am sustained by your grace, that every moment is a gift entrusted to me for a purpose beyond myself. You are the author of time, the one who holds my past, my present, and my future in the palm of your hand. I do not need to fear what is ahead, for you have already gone before me. I do not need to carry yesterday's burdens, for your mercies are new every morning. I do not need to strive anxiously for what is yet to come, for you are the one who establishes my steps. O Father, how easily my heart can become entangled in the distractions of this world, how quickly my mind can be drawn into the noise, the worries, the endless demands. But today, I choose to be still and know that you are God. I choose to quiet my soul before you, to listen for your voice amidst the clamor, to find my rest in the shelter of your presence. For in your presence, there is peace that surpasses all understanding. In your presence, my anxieties are calmed, my fears are stilled, my heart is strengthened. Let me not rush ahead of you, Lord. Let me not take matters into my own hands when patience is required, when trust is being refined, when faith is being stretched. Teach me to wait upon you with a heart that is expectant yet content, with a spirit that is surrendered yet hopeful. Your timing is perfect, your plans are unfailing, and what you have ordained will surely come to pass. So I will wait, not with frustration, but with faith. I will trust, not with reluctance, but with joy. Father, I long to be led by your Spirit in all things. I do not want to walk according to my own wisdom, for my understanding is limited, my perspective incomplete. But you, O Lord, see all things. You know the end from the beginning. You orchestrate the unseen details, align circumstances according to your will. Weave together the threads of my life into a tapestry more beautiful than I could ever comprehend. Lead me, Father, direct my steps. Show me where to go, when to move, when to be still. Let my life be guided not by my own desires, but by the gentle prompting of your Spirit. And Lord, when challenges arise, when trials press in, let me not be quick to complain, but quick to praise. For even in hardship, you are working. Even in difficulties, you are refining me, strengthening me, drawing me closer to you. Let me not despise the process of growth, for it is in the stretching that my faith deepens, in the waiting that my character is shaped, in the fire that impurities are burned away. Let me embrace each season with a heart that trusts, knowing that nothing is wasted in your hands. Father, I bring before you my weaknesses. You know where I fall short. You see the areas where I struggle, the habits I long to change, the fears I have yet to fully surrender. But you do not turn away from my frailties. Instead, you invite me to come to you, to lay my burdens at your feet, to exchange my weakness for your strength. For your grace is sufficient for me, and your power is made perfect in my weakness. I do not need to have it all together. I only need to lean on the one who holds me together. O Lord, refine my heart today. If there is anything within me that is not pleasing to you, remove it. If there are thoughts that do not align with your truth, renew my mind. If there are words I have spoken that have caused harm, let me be quick to seek reconciliation. If there are actions I have taken that have strayed from your will, draw me back onto the path of righteousness. Let my life be a reflection of your holiness, not through my own efforts, but through the transforming power of your Spirit. And Father, let me not be so focused on my own journey that I fail to see the needs of those around me. Open my eyes to those who are hurting, to those who are struggling, to those who need a reminder of your love. Let me be an instrument of your grace today. Let my words bring encouragement. Let my hands extend kindness. Let my presence be a source of peace, whether through a simple act of service, a prayer lifted on someone's behalf, or a moment of genuine compassion. Use me, Lord, to make a difference. I pray for those who feel unseen today, for those who are weighed down by burdens too heavy to bear. You see them, Lord. You know their pain, their struggles, their silent cries. Be near to them. Let them feel the warmth of your embrace, the comfort of your presence, the assurance that they are not forgotten. Bring healing where there is brokenness. Bring hope where there is despair. Bring restoration where there is loss. Father, let me walk in gratitude today. Let me not take for granted the blessings you have poured into my life. Let me not become so consumed with what I lack that I fail to recognize all that I have. Every good gift comes from you, and I will not overlook the countless ways you have been faithful. Let my heart overflow with thanksgiving, not just in words, but in how I live. O Lord, be glorified in me today. Be glorified in my thoughts, my words, my actions. Be glorified in my work, in my rest, in my relationships. Be glorified in the way I love, in the way I serve, in the way I respond to trials. Let my life be a testimony that points others to you, a beacon that reflects your light, a vessel through which your love is poured out. And so, I step forward into this day with faith, with confidence, with joy, not because I know what lies ahead, but because I know the one who goes before me, not because I am strong, but because your strength is made perfect in me, not because the road is easy, but because your grace is sufficient for every step. You are my shepherd. You are my sustainer. You are my guide, my refuge, my ever-present help. And so, Lord, I will trust, I will follow, I will walk in step with you, knowing that every step is secure, every path is prepared, every moment is held in the hands of the Almighty. Lord, as this day continues to unfold, I remain in awe of your goodness. Every moment, every breath, every opportunity to love and be loved is a reflection of your grace. You are the giver of all things, the sustainer of life itself, and the one who holds the universe in perfect balance. If the stars do not falter in their courses, if the oceans do not overstep their boundaries, if the seasons change in perfect order by your command, then surely I can trust you with my life. Surely I can rest in the knowledge that you are in control. Father, let my heart be unwavering in its devotion to you. Let my love for you not be dependent on circumstances, not rise and fall with the tides of emotion, but remain steadfast and immovable. Let my faith be deeply rooted, unshaken by trials, undeterred by hardship, unyielding in the face of opposition. For you are my foundation, my strong tower, my unshakable refuge. No storm can uproot what is anchored in you. No darkness can overpower the light of your presence. No trial can separate me from your love. O Lord, how often have I sought comfort in things that do not last? How often have I looked to the approval of others for validation, to worldly success for fulfillment, to temporary pleasures for satisfaction? But nothing compares to you. Nothing fills the void like your love. Nothing satisfies like your presence. Nothing sustains like your grace. So today, I fix my eyes on what is eternal. I choose to seek first your kingdom, to set my mind on things above, to store up treasures in heaven rather than cling to what will fade. Father, let my life be marked by obedience. Let me not just hear your word, but live it. Let me not just proclaim my faith, but walk in it. Let me not just profess love, but demonstrate it. Let every part of my being reflect your character, so that in all things, you may be glorified. Let my actions testify of your goodness. Let my words echo your truth. Let my life be a beacon of hope to those who are lost, a reflection of grace to those who need it most. And Lord, let my prayers not be self-focused, but intercessory. Let me stand in the gap for those who cannot yet pray for themselves. I lift up the weary, the burdened, the brokenhearted. For the one who feels alone, be their companion. For the one who feels forgotten, remind them of your nearness. For the one who is struggling to hold on, strengthen their faith. You are the God who sees, the God who knows, the God who cares. Let no cry go unheard, no tear fall unnoticed, no heartache go untouched by your healing hands. Father, I pray for those who are searching today, those who are looking for meaning, for purpose, for something to fill the emptiness inside. The world offers 1,000 solutions, but only you can truly satisfy. Only you can fill the void, heal the wounds, bring peace to the restless heart, draw them unto yourself. Lord, remove the scales from their eyes. Let them encounter you in ways they cannot deny, through circumstances they cannot explain, in moments they cannot ignore. Let your love break through the barriers, your truth dispel the lies, your presence transform their lives. Lord, I pray for unity among your people. Let us be known not for division, but for love. Let us not be consumed by petty disputes, but united by a greater purpose. Let us not be easily offended, but quick to forgive. Let us not tear one another down, but build each other up. For we are the body of Christ, called to reflect your love to the world. Let us walk in harmony, in humility, in unwavering commitment to your truth. And Father, let my spirit be ever hungry for more of you. Let me never become complacent, never satisfied with yesterday's encounter, never content to live on past revelations. There is always more of you to know, more depths to explore, more glory to behold. Keep my heart thirsty, my spirit longing, my soul yearning for the fullness of your presence. O Lord, let this day be filled with divine moments. Let me be attentive to the ways you are moving, to the opportunities you place before me. Let me not miss the chance to be a blessing, to extend kindness, to share hope, to point someone toward you. Every conversation, every interaction, every decision, let it all be done with purpose, with intention, with love. Let my life be a vessel through which your spirit flows freely. And when the night falls and this day comes to an end, let me look back with gratitude, knowing that I have walked in step with you, knowing that I have loved well, served well, given my best for your glory. Let me rest in the assurance that I am held, that I am loved, that I am known. For you are my God, my rock, my Redeemer, my everything. And so, I will trust you. I will follow you. I will surrender all, knowing that in your hands, my life is secure. And so, Lord, as this day draws to a close, I rest in the knowledge that you have been with me through every moment. From the first breath of morning to the quiet stillness of night, you have walked beside me, guiding my steps, strengthening my heart, and filling my soul with peace. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who holds all things together. I lay down every burden before you now, trusting that nothing I have faced today has been outside of your sovereign plan. If there were challenges, you have used them to refine me. If there were victories, they are a testimony to your goodness. If there were moments of struggle, they have only drawn me closer to you. Nothing has been wasted, for you are the God who works all things together for good. As I prepare to rest, I surrender everything into your hands, my worries, my hopes, my unfinished tasks, my unanswered prayers. I will not carry them into the night, for you have called me to lay them at your feet. You never sleep nor slumber, and so I can rest, knowing that you are watching over me. Your love is my refuge, your presence my shelter, your promises my assurance. Let my heart be at peace, knowing that you are already ahead of me in tomorrow. Whatever may come, I know that you are there. Whatever uncertainties I may face, you have already made a way. Whatever I lack, you will provide. I do not need to fear, for I am held by the everlasting arms of a faithful God. And so, with gratitude, with trust, with a heart full of worship, I rest in you tonight, Lord, for you are my shepherd, my sustainer, my peace, and I am forever yours. Amen.